that feels like as good a place as any to enter the chat, right? Maybe. Shout out to the unsung hero Frank of Deftones here on this kind of ambient outro from Souvenir. One of my favorite tracks on the new Deftones album, Private Music. Personal contender for my favorite album of the year so far. We have an AOTY contender in the mix. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the stream. I hope you're doing well. Wednesday night stream for once. That's different. That's new. I can't see out of these sunglasses, I'm realizing, because they are actual sunglasses. You know? I don't know how people like Ranter and Shades here on YouTube do it. If those are real shades. We need the fake boys over here. What's going on, guys? I hope you are having a lovely Wednesday. Perhaps even better than mine. What's up, Human? Squirrel? Trevor? Bad Magic? Rodmar? Nunez? Trains? Glissandro? Stefan? Brandon, I'm so sorry about skipping your song last time. It was an honest mistake. I truly promise you that. And I know that you know that because we go way back. So you're going to start us off tonight, Brandon. That's right. Before we do anything else or even talk about anything else, Souvenir is going to go straight into the song that we missed from my man Brandon for the Guilty Pleasures stream. Unfortunately, since Streamlabs does not cooperate with my man Brandon, it was sent in via CashApp, and this is No One Will Mourn You Here by Boundaries. Now, Brandon, since you're in the chat with us here this time, I do believe, and I appreciate the acceptance on the apology. As always, guys, let me know, by the way, if the music seems too loud. I felt like last time, looking back at the VOD, the music felt a little loud. We're working on it still. Got a new purple mic cover here. Come on. Purple everywhere. Got to embrace it. My favorite color. Let's go. Anyways, Boundaries. Some people struggle with those. Oh, it's not a guilty pleasure. Okay, fair. Just pure pleasure. Thank you for clarifying. I was about to say, I'm not hearing anything like, you know, Attila levels or anything. It is tough. Add 3 Fs on that tough for me. Yes. Well, okay. Trains, I take that back. I've heard one of the 2 new Biffy tracks. Let me clarify for you which one I'm talking about. Hunting Season. Phenomenal. I actually think we listened to that one. Unless they've dropped 2 more songs. In which case I have not heard. I kind of appreciate a couple of things here. One of the things is the vocal layering. I feel like there is a very in-your-face, as chat's saying. It's tough. It's tough, okay? Maybe tough isn't even the right word for me that I would use. It goes a little bit beyond that. It's got some grit to it. I'm not the biggest fan of the clean vocals here, but I appreciate the kind of accent mark that they're leaving on top of the heaviness. You know, as my man Brutal might say, I appreciate the brutality. Who knows? If we get to 69 likes, he might just show up tonight. So, chat, do your thing. Do with that information what you will. Hit the like button and let more people know that we're live, first of all. Second of all, I should probably stop doing voice cracks and post about this on my Instagram. I always forget to do that. We're live. Guitar work is actually jumping off the page a bit as well. I feel like in the world of metalcore, that can be a little hit and miss, right? I'm almost getting some Bullet for My Valentine vibes on this, conjuring feelings of the Poison. What's good, everyone? We are live on YouTube right now, reacting to music, so come hang out and make your Wednesday a little bit better. The clean vocals have gotten much better. So let me see what year this track came out. No One Will Mourn You Here came out in 2022. Okay, so they've had a few years to fine-tune it a little, is what you're saying? Great instrumentation. I love that they weren't like necessarily, oh, hi, wet leg. You were up next in the queue, huh? Pokemon jump scare. No, overall, on our last track there from Boundaries, I'm definitely feeling solid with a thumbs up. Thank you for that, Brandon, and thank you for your patience. You know, I blue-balled you a little bit, but now I purple-mic'd you with a thumbs up. And a Pokemon. The Pokemans are even thumbsing this thing up. Not a boundary in sight with this thumbs up. Appreciate it, man. I enjoyed that, and in fact, I'm going to give that a save because I think that belongs in a couple of playlists, including my heavy mix. Let's go. No One Will Mourn You here. Boom. All right. Requests are open, guys. If you would like to submit a song, add to the queue. We will do a few free requests tonight. We'll do one momentarily after we get to a couple in the queue from Nunez and Rob Del Tony. Then we'll do a free request. But chat, requests are open. Hit the request line, click the Streamlabs link, and make sure you include a YouTube link. You can adjust the timestamps if you want. If it's like a 6-minute song and you just want to show me, 2 minutes of it, totally fine. You can always adjust the timestamps. I forget to say that. I think I added a little notice over there on the Dono page, so let me know if that shows up now for you guys on Streamlabs. Yeah, I agree with you, Trains. Getting back to the Biffy Clyro thing, I'd have to agree that A Little Love felt. I get why they did it. It was festival season, right? Like Mon the Biff, of course. Like it works in that setting, and I really enjoyed the live performance that I saw. I think from Glasto, but I didn't come back to that song. Like I initially saved it, but like I don't know. I feel like I unsaved it pretty quick, just as quickly. You know what I mean? Like it was kind of in one ear with a little love. Like it's catchy, it's spirited, but it is nothing compared to what they did on the next track, and apparently the other single that they put out. By the way, thank you, Amateurs Band, who just added one of their own. Shout out, Trevor. Appreciate you, dude. Longtime viewer. I remember you from several years back. Thank you, Squirrel, Under the Radar, Bad Magic, Nunez. Well, maybe a tentative thank you on that, Nunez. We'll see. And Rob Del Tony, who already sent in tracks. So thanks, guys. Requests are open. I am going to post this Instagram story before I get any more distracted. And we're going to listen to some Owl City from Rob Del Tony? No. You can't convince me that this is real. Chat, this is not real. This is AI. Rob Del Tony would never request Owl City. I can't believe what my eyes are seeing here. Like, they're almost refusing the information. Thank you, Under the Radar, for adding another one to the queue in the midst of my mental breakdown here. Overseeing Owl City, just so shockingly, out of nowhere. No, Rob, I kid, I joke. Rob said, "Hi, John. Sorry to hear you're struggling lately. I appreciate that, dude. Thank you. It's been a year. I'll say that. Here's a fitting song submission, from me at least, that has lifted my spirits before, even though it's not that good of an album. P.S. A new After song drops on Friday, and I'm so excited for it. Hell yeah. Yep. After, we know from 300 Dreams, and the track that Rob sent in on stream, Deep Diving, that I've been absolutely loving. Both of those tracks, actually. So, Rob, we may have our disagreements, dude, but you know what? Let's give it a chance. I haven't heard this in like a long time. I think this is off of Mobile Orchestra, so let's see. What's up, Blake? What's up, Jesus? Ellie JCK Films? What's going on? Welcome, dude. I'm glad you're here. What's up, Switchblade? Yeah, I fuck with some JPEG Mafia. Admittedly, I need to take more of an album dive on him, though. I mainly know him more through singles and features. The stuttered guitar is not bad. If I remember correctly, this was one of the songs that I felt a little bit more positively to on this album. I think this album turns 10 this year, doesn't it? What did you miss? You missed a great Boundaries track, actually. On the heavier side of things. Little Bullet for My Valentine flavored, I said. I give it a thumbs up. This is not bad. It's definitely generic, but nah, not bad. It's got some heart to it. I can actually hear the instrumentation, which I appreciate. That's not exactly a given with Owl City for sure. This was a very weird album for Owl City. A lot of different flavors. He kind of tried to do a Baskin-Robbins thing. Didn't really work out, in my opinion. Very well at all, but it is what it is. Milk of the Madonna, high-key, a strong contender for Song of the Year for you. Human, why would I ever be mad at that? All I can do is give you a digital embrace to say yes, brother. Yes. That song gets stuck in my head. Sorry, Bird with a Broken Wing. You're going to have to wait. Milk of the Madonna versus Bird with a Broken Wing. I'm sorry, I got to go Deftones on that theoretical matchup there that nobody asked for, but I just did anyways. Unfair? Maybe. But, like, come on, Holy Spirit, I'm on fire. You have no idea how often I just find myself, air guitaring around the house and just catching myself with that part in particular in my head. But we'll talk more about private music. I know I've got it sitting back here behind me right now. I've got the indie exclusive vinyl that I had pre-ordered. We're going to take a closer look really quick. It's got the fog marbled vinyl. It sounds great. I've listened to this twice so far just on the turntable, let alone I've probably listened to it close to 10 times at this point all the way through, just because it genuinely, album of the year contender for me. This is mind-blowing stuff from Deftones. I genuinely, I guess I'm getting into my spiel now. It's hard to not talk about it. I think I might make a video on it. I am trying to motivate myself to, maybe motivate's not the right word. Give myself the permission that I need to try this different format of like album review that I've been kind of thinking about for a little bit. It's going to be a little tricky with copyright, but I think that given the fact that everything that I would be doing in that format will absolutely be fair use, anything, that gets claimed or whatever is ultimately going to go my way as it has in the past. So I think it might be worth it. I think it might be fun, and I think it might be more motivating to get me out of the like cut and dry, like, here, let me just sit down and talk about it. It's going to be more of like a, hey, I'm sitting down in front of the computer. I've got I've got 3 monitors now. I could like have something up on one where I'm going through the track list a little bit, playing some snippets of songs, some particular things that I want to call to mind, stuff like that. In addition to like starting off with like a little bit of background on the band, the album, the artist, whatever, before getting into the more opinion-based breakdown of it. And I think those would be fun to make a little bit longer too than like, your reviews of the past that just for me, and I think for the audience too, are not as engaging to just sit there and listen. And again, it's tricky because of copyright and stuff, and we'll see how it goes. I can't make, promises, but then again, there's reaction channels and, stuff that clearly, at the very least, is not going to get me blocked worldwide or anything, or a strike on the channel. So I think if anything, if it ends up motivating me more through that format, it's ultimately a very good thing. So, yeah. You got to see the vinyl a little bit. It's nothing too special, but it does have a little insert. So even though I wasn't as crazy about the green, that's why I got the purple snake cover, the indie exclusive here, which you can see for private music. It does have the insert with some photographs and stuff that does have the green background with the white snake. So, hey, what's going on? Machine Gun Philly, Ascension. Good to see you guys. Thank you for also saying hello to chat. You can't say hello to John without saying, did you check in with chat? No? Can you? May you? back to Owl City. Rants about, not raves about Deftones for 5 minutes. Anyone mad about it? Anyone mad about it? I'll shut up. You want me to stop talking Deftones? I'll shut up. Do I watch NFL? I mean, like, I watch the Steelers games with Hannah, but I'm not like a invested fan or anything. I'm a baseball guy. I'm invested in my Red Sox, baby! Fuck the Yankees! Y'all are crumbling anyways. You don't need to, but take this middle finger on top of it, stankies. There's my sports talk for the night. Some people say don't mix politics and music. I say don't mix sports and music. Don't get me started. I love that, JCK. I love that. I clock it. And I also raise you this. Hannah is currently watching and experiencing Arrested Development for the first time right now. Where the fuck are my hard-boiled eggs? Tobias Funke, one of the greatest characters of all time. Maybe a dove with a broken wing. Dove, do not eat. Sorry, I'm making a lot of Arrested Development references in a very short amount of time. Most people probably do not know. But if you're in the know, show out in chat, please. There are dozens of us. Thank you, Philly. Dozens! It's kind of cute, right? It's kind of cute. It's nothing to write home about, but I'm not going to thumbs it down. It's Owl City. I don't want to say later years because it was 10 years ago, but like, you know, peak Owl City was like, what, like 07 to like, you know, the early days, the EPs, you know, then maybe 2012, something like that, whenever the Midsummer Station came out around that time. That was like the first act of Owl City. Maybe the first act ended with All Things Bright and Beautiful. I don't know. But what I'm saying, for a post-peak Owl City track, it's not bad. It does have a nice uplifting feel to it. And I think this kind of gliding strings and the fact that I can actually hear the bass and the guitar in the track, it's an advantage for sure. And it's definitely better than a lot of the stuff that I heard on, say, Coco Moon, you know, many years later. So it is what it is. You know what I got to ask, John? What is it, for a number? You want a number? Is this our thing? I'm trying to remember. If it is, and if it's got to be between 1 and 10, the first number that comes to mind is 8. Oh, no. I'm thinking of somebody else. Favorite song on The Clearing. Hey, you know what? Talk to the signed art print. Yeah, that's right. I'm flexing on y'all. I dumped too much money into Wolf Alice, as always. Who would have guessed? But I love the album. It's not their best album, I don't think. Definitely not my personal favorite. I don't know where I would rank it yet, but I'm definitely a fan. In fact, my vinyl, both variants, came in the mail today. So I haven't even opened them yet. They haven't even had a chance to leave the packaging or hit the turntable. None of that. So we've got the alternate cover one here with Ellie on the front. It's Coke bottle clear on the vinyl. And this is just the standard black pressing, which is probably the one I'm going to actually open. We might open it here in a second. We'll see. But yeah, great record. I love the 70s but modern vibes. It's cool, for sure. The Somber album is definitely cool. But I avoided your question. Favorite track? God damn, it's between The Sofa and White Horses. It's one of those. I truly don't think I can pick though. But it's one of those. Listening to the new Deftones tonight, ultra stoked. You should be. All right, guys, requests are open. Let's get into Nunez next. Oh, dear Lord. Hit the like button on the stream if you haven't already. Helps me out a ton. Nunez, I'm very worried because you always do this. You like to play the hot and cold game, right? You're doing it. You're doing it, aren't you? Okay. All right. Yeah. Get ready to clip this, right? The reaction to Falling in Reverse. All My Women featuring Hardy. Oh, buddy. The collaboration of the year. I can't tell you. I was practically shitting bricks waiting for this to come out. Pissing myself with excitement. Just anything that involved loose bowels. It was Falling in Reverse, for sure. Definitely fall. Is this COVID related? No, Howie Mandel. This is Falling in Reverse related. Oh, dear Lord. Nunez, what have you done? Hey, John, do you remember your first reaction to Emo Girl by MGK, where you posted on your IG story that art was dead? Well, after hearing a song dedicated to the women that turned on Ronald Radke and Hardy, I can now say I truly see your vision. I'm a man that thinks far beyond the terrestrial. Come on, we're reaching for the stratosphere. Just big brain predictions over here. Falling in Reverse, All My Women. One of my friends showed me a preview of this song and named it as a song that would instantly kill the vibe. So, at any function. This is the track that would shut down any function. All My Women, Falling in Reverse. Hardy, I'm stalling. Let's click play.
I fell in love with a crazy bitch. She fucked me good, she's a lunatic. But
glasses are not staying on for this. No fucking way. No. Because that might imply that I think that this is in any way cool or bearable or... It's a goddamn travesty. It's a goddamn fucking travesty. And I'm fucking 4 seconds in. What the fuck? Is that Ronnie or Hardy? Is it Ronnie doing the all my friends type thing? Like he's really leaning in on the country grift now, which really tracks. MGK's going down that alt-right pipeline. Just mark my words. He's on his way there with Lost Americana.
I fell in love with a crazy bitch. She fucked me good, she's a lunatic. But that's how I like my women. She keyed my truck, she stole my dog, she broke my heart and I lost my job. And that's only the beginning. She's my future as well.
First of all, beyond the horrific, like the conversation that I'm not even ready to have about just the degradation that's going on here and the way that these two pieces of shit more than likely treat everybody around them, especially women. I can't get over how bad the production is. It sounds hollow. I'm listening in headphones right now. Good headphones. Some Sennheisers. And the production sounds so amateurish that I'm confused because it sounds like a joke song that somebody would do, right? Like this has the makings of like, you know, some shit poster, right? And it's two very major artists that unfortunately have a lot of money being pumped their way via, you know, a few unfortunate avenues, including Ronnie Radke's gambling addiction, but that's another thing.
The beginning, she's my future as well. And we're moving real fast. She's got me by my balls. She's a pain in my ass.
She's got me by my balls, a pain in the ass. Like, is that supposed to be like a reach around? You just gave yourself a reach around with that one? Ah, wow, clever wordplay. Balls to ass, really connected it there. So, I am absolutely stunned so far. I feel like, you know, this is music. I feel like I say a lot of times that a lot of music that's on like mainstream country radio and like in the big playlists and stuff now that gets attention, it feels like a parody of the genre. If that feels like a parody, then this feels like the grave scene from Saltburn with Ronnie Radke and Hardy just sticking their dicks in the soil of country music, hoping to grow a hit, but not realizing that they're fucking impotent.
But that's how I like my women. Head spinning round and round like an exorcism. It really turns me on. How I like my ladies real crazy. Bring it on, 'cause that shit don't faze me. She might be
triple platinum, homie.
You know, sometimes your heart just hurts thinking about the fact that there are people in this world that consume that and say, you know what? That's my anthem. Yeah, that is exactly the universal truth. The fact that we share air with these people is kind of infuriating. But I digress. Jesus, man, like this is rough. Like, I know that, like, there's Falling in Reverse that's just been, like, tacky and egregious. This is, like, the genre cross-pollination grift of the century right here. It's Ronnie trying to play it out like I'm good at everything, but reality is you're following trends, not setting them, you fucking cocksucker. The lack of self-awareness. I assume that's Hardy singing there. I can't tell between the gratuitous auto-tune on the forced twang accent. Say that again, brother? You sure she's the narcissist? I feel like that's such a thing, right? Like, that's gotta be, like, a common thread, right? The narcissist calling the pot calling the kettle black, right? Like, being like, oh yeah, this narcissist bitch left me. She wouldn't fuck me every night when I demanded it. On the spot when I came in after drinking 2 12-packs and hanging out with the boys all night. Not doing gay stuff, just hanging out on a back road with no lights and no cell phones. Don't ask, don't tell. But nothing gay. That's the vibe I'm getting, Ronnie and Hardy. It's okay, man. I just genuinely feel something is being so deeply suppressed in men like this. That's a given? What are these vocals, dude? It sounds like his voice is being put through a cheese grater and then auto-tuned while somebody slaps a banjo on it. Like, there's more twang in my fucking Duke Mayo than I'm ever getting. And that's real twang, mind you. I put that shit on everything. The only thing I put this song in is the fucking... I don't think a dumpster's doing it justice. Let's just say that. Haley Williams up next, y'all. Please don't go. There's not a chance in hell that any woman that's ever come into contact with Ronnie Radke, I don't know as much about Hardy, but everything I know is bad. Just by guilt by association, brother. You're hanging around your MGKs, you're hanging around your Morgan Wallens, you're hanging around Ronnie Radke and Jelly Roll. I don't know, man. Bad vibes right away. Like, the fact, I think it's a massive red flag. The people that oh, Jelly Roll's a good dude. He's got a great story. Yeah, he's got a great story. What about his ass music? What about his fucking dog shit collaborations with dog shit people? We're not going to talk about that? Okay. Why is there a guitar solo here? Fuck you. Don't you fucking dare weaponize their fucking, the mental illnesses. That's such a fucking... Oh my god, she must be bipolar. Oh my god, she's crazy. I bet she's just a lunatic. She's such a freak, bro. And it's meanwhile, this is the man, Ronnie Radke, who sits around on TikTok all day replying to and arguing any fucking teenager or adult that mentions his name, positively or negatively. The fucking cognitive dissonance is beyond alarming. It's out there in the stratosphere somewhere. The alarm bells are ringing through the universe. The red flag is concealing the entire world. But, you know, there's still people in the fandom that just refuse to see any of it. Coolia, what's up, dude? I knew that this would bring Coolia out, by the way. Out of the cave. Straight from the cave into the falling through the reverse. Straight up the ass from the balls, too. Just like Ronnie said so poetically in verse 1 of All My Women. This is the type of song that makes you want to curl up by the fire and read some poetry and just forget that this exists. Hey, perfect timing. I started stream like 20 minutes ago. I'm just going to take I'm going to take a break from this brain rot to promote some other brain rot. Shout out Coolia. We connected over the Brad situation, and he was cool enough to reach out and be like, is it cool if I react to your Brad video on stream or whatever? So shout out to Coolia and Coolia's Cave, of course. I know he streams over there on that other channel. So, yeah, appreciate you, dude. I know what it's like to be a weirdo in the music community scene, for the record. And, you know, as this autistic, weird, fucking loser type dude in his 30s that sort of stumbles around on YouTube. Like, I get it. It's fun on the outside. The mixing is egregious on this, for the record. Like, you know, like I was kind of saying at the beginning, like, I can't believe how bad the production on this is for a major song like this. I mean, it's genuinely concerning to me how much money Epitaph Records has handed Ronnie Radke over the years. Like, how do you justify that, guys? Like, wow. Weirdo! Apologies, brother. Retracted. Full recant. I need this ice in my OJ immediately, Nunez, because Jesus fucking Lord. We go from way down bad to up better than anything I could imagine, brother. I need more room to dance right now because this one's been on repeat since the Not album Ego came out. Goddamn. The ice in my OJ. Haley Williams. Can't stop repeating these songs. Kill Me, Blood Bros, Mirtazapine, Sigh. Never felt this way. She really went for it on this project. Like, I felt like there was no, you know, and they came together so quickly from what I understand too. Like, she started writing in May and they're like out in July, like, wow, or maybe early August, whenever it was. I think they were up on her website first in July. So very quick turnaround. And I love when art comes together that way and it bleeds through so genuinely. Like, that whole 17 track collection is, I mean, like, I know it's not technically an album, but it will be on my best albums list, without a doubt. And it will be a goddamn travesty if we do not get some sort of physical edition of that. I know there's kind of an indirectly official track list that, you know, initially came with it. But the whole point, I think Haley has been like, you know, arrange the track list how you want. But Physical edition. Just saying. Just saying. Ooh, that's a good question, Stefan. I tell you what. Number one, chat, free request time after this track. I'm gonna pick one at random, so get the suggestions in now. I'm gonna pick one after this song. The other thing, what's everyone's most anticipated album for the rest of the year? That's a good question. I think the 21 Pilots one is definitely a big one for me as well, but I'll take a look at my release calendar here in a minute and see what else I have on the pipeline. Yeah, you're damn right, Nunez. It's just so fun, man. That I made rich. Biffy, of course. Yeah, Nunez, you kind of know how to redeem yourself, don't you? You know. You know. You're toxic. Pushing that shit out there, pulling me back with ice in my OJ. It's all good, never felt this way. Got me jumping inside. Not to mention the jumping inside, like she's sampling, like, or interpolating, like a song from her old Christian group there, and turning it into this. I'm a cold hard bitch. Like, I love it. I love it. I love flipping it. I love anything that's able to take something from the old religious years, because I relate to that so heavily, especially this past year. Just fundamentally, officially letting go of a lot of that shit. And she deals with that on this album, True Believer. That song has been a massive one, a massive pillar for me lately that I've been leaning on. So great stuff all around. The writing is phenomenal. The Garden performance that she put up yesterday of Kill Me is excellent. If you're looking for like an acoustic arrangement with some great backing vocals, so good. Check that out. Keep the free suggestions coming, guys. I'm going to pick one after this from chat. Keep it open to everybody who hasn't sent one in already. I'm thinking about you. Thank you, Nunez. I suppose that you at least 1/4 of the way redeemed yourself there, right? All right, let's lean in, chat, and see what we've got here. I gotta say, it's really nice to have 3 monitors now. It's so much better, genuinely. Coolia, obviously, automatically not considered for this content. I'm just kidding, bro. All right, let's do the thing. Scrolling and stop. Okay, Brett Burton. Sucker Punch, all-time low. Damn, I not that I don't want to play that. It's just that I already know the track and have talked about it, and I think we may have listened to it on stream before when it came out. Sorry, Brett. I'm going to go ahead and scroll again just because I'm pretty sure we've at the very least talked about that song extensively. So let's try again. And stop. Okay. Farrah. Nice. Bittersweet by Pink Noise. It's going to be like the pink noise that I sleep to at night. Genuinely, like, come on. Like, if we're going to talk about, you know, white noise, brown noise, pink noise is where it's at. I'm just saying. That's kind of what helps shut off the noises sometimes of this ADHD brain. Let's go. Only partial, Troyans. Only partial. They forgot to bring the symphony.
You thought you had it all, everything you wanted, and all you had to do was be.
I like the name though, Coolia. Fallen Star? Hell yeah.
Just somebody I could call. That's all I wanted. Would I have to pray for you to bend? How's your future looking without me? Will you still be thinking about me?
much more of like a 2000s punch, especially once we lead into the chorus here. I like that. I wasn't too crazy about the atmosphere on the beginning. It felt a little bit more generic, especially with the female vocal that just, I don't know. I feel like there's a lot that kind of leaned into that almost like spirit box territory, and especially you hear it in slower moments, you know, that people kind of try to emulate. But the chorus, I want to hear that drop in one more time. Okay. I fuck with this. Backing vocals too. That's got an extra pull. Save? I think I'm on the verge. I kind of like that almost like breakbeat, the style that's breaking in there. Wait, breaking in there, Jesus Christ, John. I like the breakbeat style that's working in the background of the percussion. It kind of gives it an interesting feel. It feels a lot more sinister almost in the second verse. Yeah, that's amazing, dude. Are you actually Gold Coast, dude? Coolio? I may just be a lazy piece of shit that can't remember or didn't bother to look it up. You're Australian, right? I know that. I'm almost positive. I was asking if you were on the Gold Coast. British. Jesus Christ. My radar's way off, man. Forgive me, it's also been a very long week. Hey, what's up, Dill? Welcome, welcome, dude. Welcome to the wave pool. And welcome to this save. I think I at least want to hear this again. To be fair, I only discovered Coolio within the past, 2 weeks. So forgive me, I am new. I believe we are new to each other. That's kind of the problem I'm having too, Squirrel. With the way that the song started off, it feels a little, uneven, you know? Like the ship is bowing 15 degrees to the right or something. Hey, thanks, Still. Appreciate it. Hey, fair, dude. Fair, dude. I've been under the radar this year anyways. Just now creeping back into the, I don't know, whatever this is, the YouTube world. This hellhole. I'm just now creeping back into this hellhole. No, it's been fun. I genuinely did miss a lot of the elements and hopefully ditch some of the more toxic stuff in regards to my relationship to YouTube during the time away. I'm feeling a light thumbs up on that track. For Bittersweet, the biggest thing for me, I feel like I want to hear it again with less of a distraction for me. Because I felt like the chorus really had a lot going for it. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, you're just going to try that on me again. Nah, dog. All right, back to the actual queue. Bad Magic, you're up next. Let's go. Requests are still open for now, guys. If you want to send something my way, hit the Streamlabs link, pinned in chat, or in the description. All right, Bad Magic said, "Hey, John, here once again with an Uli-era Scorpions song off of a 2014 album, Scorpions Revisited. This song came out originally in 1975 on the Scorpions album In Trance. Hope you enjoy it. We've been digging through their catalog slowly with Bad Magic. Sharing some hits and some stuff that I genuinely have been impressed by. Some stuff that I feel bad even for, you know, maybe even giving a preemptive dismissal to that changed my mind. So thank you for that, dude. Let's see what we've got on Life's Like a River by Scorpions. Yeah, for sure, Farah. Thank you for sharing it. You're actively creeping out while I'm creeping in. Let's meet halfway, buddy. Nice, Ascension. Nice. Let's hope so, Stefan. Let's hope it stays that way. Just couldn't bear to not be in my Deftones page, apparently. Hey, thanks, dude. Enjoy that slop and the sig. Or the sloppy sig. Yeah, thank you, Coolio, for coming in and being, well, living up to your name. Appreciate you, dude. Thanks for being chill. Some delicate guitar work here that goes a long way. The drumming standing out as well. I can be kind of iffy on the vocals at times, as noted with some past Scorpions reactions, and obviously they had many eras of the band. Feel like we're getting schooled in all things Scorpio. Hell yeah. Give me the computer kid gif. Another really solid track. I don't think it, it was quite to the level. I remember the last time the name of the song is evading me. I know I saved it in a couple of playlists, but I don't have it in front of my face right now. What was the name of the song that you sent in last time, or the one that if you remember, that I reacted really positively to? Because I feel like that's been the gold standard for me so far. This still really strong. A little out of my wheelhouse in terms of stuff that I typically gravitate towards, but still. Vibes are there. Blake, I love what you said there, man, and I love that you said it because it gives me a reason to say something that I want to say somewhere. Trans rights are human rights. Let's get one thing clear, obviously. Trans people are people, and they do not need your permission or approval to exist as themselves. And I also want to say this. I found out something today that I truly did not know about. And I promise it's related. And it's a really sad story, but I'm hoping that something good can come out of me sharing it. Hannah, my wife, was this morning, she took her puppy outside, and the puppy, Suki, is acting like really strange, like different than usual, right? Like she's just like acting kind of spooked, and like she doesn't know what's going on, and like she comes back in and she's still acting that way, and she doesn't know what's up. And Hannah is like, what? She's like joking with the puppy, and she's like, what, did you see a ghost or something? And then she kind of like thought to herself for a second, because, like, it's something that I think both of us are open to. We haven't experienced it personally, like something like that. But this is less of an encounter and more of a unexplainable coincidence. So Hannah was thinking about it, and she was like, well, the really nice people that we bought this house from, didn't they like lose a child or something? Like, didn't something happen? And she looks into it because, we still had like, we had talked with these people briefly when, we bought the home, and they seemed like amazing people. They picked us out of like a bunch of different people, and they said they really appreciated that we like wrote them a letter and stuff. They, come to find out that not just like the day that like, Hannah is like thinking about this, and like her dog is like acting weird, like she sees something and she looks up this information, come to find out that 5 years ago today, August 27th, 2020, a young individual by the name of Judah took their own life in this home as the result of relentless bullying and harassment for being queer themselves. Judah was living as a gay man at the time, 20 years old, and was just beginning to transition from man to woman, and was in that process and ended up tragically taking their own life as the result of bullying and some other things that I just won't get into. And I don't know how appropriate it would be to like pull up a photo of this person, and I don't think that I will, even though I have it. But just to read a brief excerpt from the caption that I believe was written by his mother, just on Facebook, posting this 5 years ago and resharing it again today, which is where Hannah saw it. Again, we had no prior knowledge of the specifics of anything, and just out of nowhere, and it happens to be the 5th anniversary of them. It's with a heavy heart and great sadness to inform you that on August 27th, 2020, our sweet Judah passed away. Judah, 20 years old, is the youngest, and I won't read more without getting into specifics, but 20 years old, pushed to that as the only way out that felt reasonable. It's unfathomable, and it's because of the hate that lives in this world. It's because of the intolerance. Fuck that. Trans rights, human rights. We're all fucking equal. Nobody's fucking better than anybody just for existing. Just because you get the privilege of living in a place where maybe you don't have to think about it, just because you can be somebody like me even that doesn't have to walk outside and think about, am I wearing the right thing? Am I... am I going to get stares from people just for having a different skin color? Am I going to get weird looks for dressing more flamboyantly or whatever? And it's part of what I've trying to embrace myself. And I want to, especially now with this knowledge, I've felt a lot of energy in this home that I've never known what it was. And I think that energy may be the spirit of this person, Judah, that still is here, maybe even in this studio right now. And it's just like, thank you for existing, and I'm so sorry that you experienced the pain that you did in this lifetime, and I'm so sorry that this, I don't know where, but this was, the place where you laid to rest. And I don't know, it really struck a chord with me today, emotionally, after a really tough month already. And I don't know if anything good comes out of me sharing that story with the people who are here in chat right now at all. I think that the only moral that walks away from it is the fact that our words carry in terms of attacks on somebody's like identity like that. Like your core existence as a human being, just constantly being told by bigoted religious people around you that you're not enough or that you're wrong for existing that way. It's the bare minimum that you can do to not just go out of your way to be a fucking asshole to someone online or in person. So just don't be a fucking asshole. Like, and if you want to take it a step further, just like go out of your way to like say something positive. I'm not even going to say like nice or kind, just something positive to a stranger. Because like I know it's the cliche, you never know what someone's going through, but it's like, I genuinely think about it. It's like, I'm looking at a photo of this young person, this 20 years old, standing in front of my house. That's now our house. And like, it's not fair. Like the pictures of him at the time standing in front of the bricks, you know, that are now, you know, our bricks, our house, whatever. And it's just like, it goes to show you, it doesn't matter. Like fucking things are so like useless in the grand scheme of things. They're just objects. So, hey, thank you so much, Squirrel. I really appreciate that for Judah. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Being an ally is the least that we can do. I think you're right, Stefan. I think you're absolutely right. And I know that we are planning to put an ally flag out. We already have a flag out. We have a little pride wheel out. We have like an abide no hatred flag and like a little mini garden flag. And I think now, since we are realizing that we actually do have a spot for a full-on flagpole, we would like to get an ally flag and put that out. I think that's the least that we could do for, especially in Judah's honor. And looking back at old photos, you know, like just on Google Maps and stuff of our house, and it's just like you can see the pride flag flying. It's like his immediate family were supportive, but think about that. Even when you've got your parents and your siblings in your corner fighting for you, and you still end up being pushed to the brink of taking your own life, that's the type of cruelty that lives with people and haunts people. And, you know, just when it comes to identities like that, just be kinder, I think, is all we can do, and try to be less judgmental. Let's get back into the queue, though. I'm not going to say I apologize for the tangent, but yeah, maybe it went on longer than I meant for it to. I'll say that. Under the radar, your request up next. Let's get the vibe cooking again. I will say this. We're probably, let's see, it's 8:06. Not going to be an extremely long stream or anything tonight, but let's say the next 15, 20 minutes or so, requests are still open. Hit the queue line if you want. You want your song to play sooner rather than later? Go ahead and send something my way. Just use the link in the description or pinned in the chat. Thank you guys for listening. I really do appreciate it. Yeah, I like you're saying, Jeremy and others, like, you know, maybe there's not, you know, the biggest that it's like, oh, you know, not a ton that we necessarily learn from it, but it's more of just the awareness of the consistency of the ways and how, like, what are the odds, right? To just, I don't know what, like, and for Hannah to have felt that pull to even look and be like, what is this energy? And that's the type of shit that I'm trying to do more, right? Like trying to be curious in that way and ask questions and respect the answers that I find. Puppet. Pulpit. Who's haunting you? What the fuck? What the? Wow. Who's haunting you? After everything that I just talked, I swear to God, I just read that title for the first time. I saw Puppet several times. Featuring Distant. Wow. Talk about appropriate under the radar. Anyways, Puppet just surprise dropped his third album today. In my opinion, it's pretty good. This was the first single. All right, let's go. I did. Rest in peace. Rest in peace to Brett Hines from Mastodon, former guitarist. Motorcycle accident. I know things were not good between him and his ex-bandmates, but goddamn, that's just tragic. Rest in peace, Brett. I don't know Mastodon, so unfortunately I can't speak on it, but rest in peace. I'm struggling with the vocals on this. I will be honest, like, that does not do much for me. Like, the instrumental is pretty cool, and it's like, I keep getting thrown off the vibe because it doesn't feel like it's so, like the auto-tune is going in and out almost. It's a little much. It makes them feel like compressed and kind of trashy almost. Like, it's certainly a choice, an intentional one. I'm curious if this is the vocal vibe on every track, or if it's just more of like a you never know what you're gonna get with this artist type of vibe. Because I'm not familiar with Puppet. Honestly, it's falling into meh territory for me. I think that musically, like I hear a lot of that type of sound now, that kind of like alternative electro, but still kind of like rocky blend. And that to me just kind of lacked like a hook. It lacked a hook, maybe in an actual sense for the literal sense for the song, but also lacked a hook in the sense that like the vocals just really didn't do much for me other than grind my gears a little bit. Like, I feel like there's elements of that sound that I'm hearing other artists do well. And if I could give you an example, I'm thinking of Julia Wolf. It's not a one-to-one comparison by any means, but let's see, probably Kill You Off. The last bit of that track has a lot going on, but it's the consistency of her vocal that holds the track together. Here, let's not jump scare too insanely, but we're definitely going to skip ahead. Yes, I have, Trevor. Good shit. Spit will probably be on my best songs of the year list. Hell no, I haven't heard 3 Days Grace. Like, this satisfies my ADHD in a much more constructive manner. Hi, boo. You want to say anything into the mic? Let me make sure you're on. All right, Hannah, on the mic.
What's up?
What's good? How are you?
Good with you.
What are you doing?
I just got back.
Hey, welcome back. You brought me something
A
here.
beverage.
Oh, very nice. A raspberry lemonade.
Enjoy.
Thank you. This will be very good. Thank you very much. You want to eat soon? Ish. After
That's
stream.
not up to me.
After stream. For sure. For sure.
For sure.
For
10
sure.
hours later.
For sure, maybe.
For sure not.
For sure, F.
For sure, Mom.
Pulled up at a stoplight.
I'm not going to continue.
Look at the mess we made tonight. I'll text you. I've heard a lot of bad things about the 3 Days Grace album. A lot of bad things. Chat was talking before, like while the loading screen for the stream was starting, and people were talking about 3 Days Grace, and I didn't see a single positive opinion. I appreciate that it might be better than Explosions, but Explosions was like face planting and dog shit that had been like, I don't know, like stale dog shit, but it's still like disgusting, right? Yes, the 21 Pilots singles are phenomenal. The Contract, I thought, was such a great song just for the kind of diplomacy that it, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't want to say enabled. It kind of felt like they broke in something new there while circling back and tying the Blurry Face era musically to what's going on with the story and stuff as well. But Drum Show, wow. Drum Show is one of their top 5 tracks, I think. If not, probably top 10. Top 10. Thank you. Thank you, Bri. Fry? Big Fry? Little Bry? Big Bry. Didn't the Explosions lead single 3 Days Grace involve a cringy chainsaw lyric? Yes, it did. Wanna put a fucking chainsaw through the wall. Ugh. All right, George Barnett next in the queue. DVD. Let's see what you got for us, Squirrel and Flannel. Got you. Bry. I need to say it like Stewie from Family Guy. Hey, Bry. Working on that novel? I've seen a few George Barnett songs before, indeed. This one instantly hooked me when I heard it. Really need to do a deep dive on this guy. We walk like dead people who haven't died yet. That lyric, bro. Matt Walsh, somebody come get your brother. Brad, come get your brother. Not that Brad. Brad Walsh. This is chill as hell, man. This feels like that smooth summer night. Little sultry, huh? Cheers, Bad Magic. Oh, that funk groove too, man. Like that bass is doing something for me. I feel like I'm already feeling a save on this, to be honest with you. Damn. I hate to say I'm feeling this one lyrically too, but I am. God damn. That's so groovy, man. Like the vocals have such a good drippy flow to them. Like it's just kind of that instant. I was telling Hannah the other day, I was like, sometimes I just really love a song. It doesn't really matter what the genre is. But it's like almost where the talking never stops, right? A couple examples that come to mind. Glue, who we've definitely listened to. Mikey Shoes side project. There's a track that he has with Fantagram that I absolutely love, and the name of it is avoiding me at the moment and I feel so stupid because I brought it up. Glue, what is it? Swimming, stuck, what is it? Gone Fishing. Yeah, Gone Fishing. Yarn 101, Schoolboy Q, if we look to hip hop. Songs that are just like kind of constant with the vocal. I that does something for me when it's done right. You know? I'm into it. Now let me wind that back just a hair. Hey, welcome, Brett. Welcome. Hope you're doing well. Tuning in at a great time because this song is one of the best that we've had all night, if not the best. Actually, I might already have to call it. I've had 3 saves so far. This is coming in at the top. God damn, the bass, and what I love about the bass is you can tell it feels real too. Like it doesn't just feel like, I mean, I could be wrong, but it doesn't feel like programming. You know what I mean? Like that bass has got some knock to it. Vocals are just lush and expressive and kind of expansive and atmospheric too. Yeah, we've had the worst. You're right, Brandon. We saw the worst. Could this be the best? I feel like it's setting the gold standard right now. This came out in 2023. Woo! I love this, man. I love it. You've struck gold yet again. Squirrel, thank you, dude. That really is, that's hitting the sweet spot. I'm adding it. If I look distracted right now, it's because I'm adding it to a couple of playlists on my Spotify. Preemptive strike? Immediate Hall of Fame entry? Maybe. Maybe I'm crazy because I just threw it in there. I feel like I don't think I'm going to have to retract that statement either. I know when something hits, and I feel like I'll listen to it a lot. And that's definitely one of those songs. I swear I'm not trying to blow smoke or anything. Like, here, let me put this in my best of the 2020s mix. Best of 2023. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Boom. 5 playlists is a good place to start. Summoning a diamond after Nunez. Put something so foul. It was akin to like, I felt like somebody vomited down my throat. Falling in reverse and Hardy, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, homie. Yeah, homie. Yeah, homie.
Nunez always follows up with a good one, though. Well, almost always. Almost always. All right, shout out to Amateurs, and Trevor specifically, who was in the band Amateurs, longtime friend of the channel. Appreciate you, dude. Thank you for sharing another one of your band's tracks with us. Been a while since I've submitted on a stream. Hope you're doing well. We are working on new music and have a few demos, but here is an oldie and a goodie. Oldie but a goodie, sorry. In the meantime, enjoy. This is Crooked Forest. I was about to say, I recognize that song name. I was like, unless this is a reworked version or I'm completely misremembering things or, something to that degree. No, I knew this track. This is, I believe, you probably have knowledge of this. Did I say that this was my favorite off of the album? Because I feel like it might be. Let's see if the song speaks for itself. I could just do that. That might be the easiest way.
And I'll break it down for you so you can see my true lies. Don't you look in my eyes, 'cause it will shine. And I take it all back. My credibility's crashed like you used to.
I love those kind of hazy, slacker 90s vocals that go, yeah, exactly. I was going to say sicko mode here in a second. Boom. Yep, I'm pretty positive this was my favorite. Now, this was a self-titled album? Am I remembering that correctly for Amateurs? Show them some love, guys. New music on the way, hopefully. New demos floating around. Okay, that's a great question, Brett. I don't think that's ever going to happen, and if it does, then I'm going to reject the endorsement. But it would still be interesting to see it actually leave his mouth and not be AI. Hey, thank you so much, O1U of Man. I know I said that wrong, but I know your name's Trevor, so thanks, dude. We got 2 Trevors in the chat right now. Hey, what's up, K-Far? Long time no see indeed. I hope you're doing well. Thanks for coming out to a stream. We've got some good music coming through. Yeah, now that's more likely, Stefan. In that case, I will make it a soundbite if he says don't. Ronnie Rodkey out of context?
Yeah, homie. Yeah, homie. Yeah, homie.
Love this guitar too. Now that almost feels a little bit more 70s. I love that because it kind of feels like there's an undercurrent to like the 2010s, like indie, emo, alternative space, but like there's also like stuff that I hear in there that calls back to like the kind of garaginess and the rawness of the 90s. But also with that guitar there, a little bit of that loose spirit, I guess you could say, of the 70s. Ooh, I'm getting the pronunciation. Here we go. It's pronounced 01U of M fan. Zero, one of UM fan. Okay. Boom. University of Michigan. U of M. It's making sense to me now. Is that what the profile picture has been all these years? Is that Michigan? If so, I feel stupid. I love how I can remember your name and other people's random usernames and stuff, but then I'll like forget the most basic things in my life, like where my keys are. But I'm like, oh yeah, that's Trevor. Oh man, ADHD, love it. And I really loved that song as well. No smoke being blown there. Only thumbs up. Thank you, other Trevor, for sharing that. Shout out to Amateurs and shout out to Crooked Forest. Next up, we got Under the Radar, who submitted Pendulum and AWOL Nation Guiding Lights. So this looks like it's going to be like an EDM collaboration, I assume, with Aaron Bruno of AWOL Nation. New Pendulum album released after had it really been 15 years? Wow. Certain ones I just get hung up on. Certain pronunciations do not compute. The Trevor takeover, the Trevor uprising. Sail. I hope you choke. Okay, movements. The production's pretty damn cool on this. I love how, like, kind of crushing and effervescent it feels at the same time. Like, the mix feels very full, but not, like, overblown. Ooh. I'm really fucking with these guitars, too. Like, I didn't expect this to be the direction. Admittedly, I don't know as much about Pendulum as I should. But I do know more about AWOL Nation than I should. So they cancel each other out. I'm telling myself that they cancel each other out. Guys, if you haven't hit the like button on the stream already, what are you doing with your life? But for real, it helps me out a ton. Hit the like button, lets more people know that we're live. I'm kind of into this, though. I feel like it's got that night drive, release of tension type of explosion that I crave in a song sometimes, you know? Pendulum and AWOL Nation together was not necessarily something that I had on my scorecard because, one, I didn't realize that, well, obviously, it being the first one in 15 years. It's been a minute since we've heard from Pendulum in album form. Oh, man. I love it. I love it. All right, Squirrel. I love this, and I instantly get exactly what we're going for. So Rise Against delivered a song about 15 years ago, Make It Stop, September's Children. Bullying is at the core of it. I told a story earlier. For those of you who were here, you know what I'm talking about when Squirrel says for Judah. Today, 5 years since they passed in this very home. Absolutely mind-blowing. So this one's for you, Judah.
Bang, bang, go the coffin nails like a breath exhaled, then gone forever. It seems like just yesterday. How did I miss the red flags racing back?
How did I miss the red flags?
These better stars together, then brought to his knees. He cried, right on his feet.
It is on Endgame. One of the first albums I reviewed on this channel, or on ARTV. God could. 20 years in Judah's case. It's so terrifying, man. Definitely a case where I'm cool with the millennial whoop. Never minded it on this track at all. It was, you're right, about Sale, Son of Jesus. Hey, thank you, Johnny Tsunami, who slid one in the queue. I don't think I shouted you out. Thank you, dude. We'll be getting to yours momentarily. Born free, but still they hate. Hate is taught. Hate is learned. Hate is not innate. Hate is not innate.
It's always darkest just before the dawn. So stay awake with me. Let's prove them wrong. Make it stop. Let this end. 18 years pushed to the ledge. It's come to this. A weightless step on the way down singing.
When you're actively going out of your way to make somebody else miserable for being who they are, you're a piece of shit. There's no other way around it. Look in a mirror.
Keep your head up.
Oh.
Be who you want to be.
That's right, the video has...
But it's not true. You are worth it. Don't under.
Yeah, the official video for the song includes, you know, some people who have shared their experiences and ended up taking their own lives, and it's just, yeah, it's unfathomable, and especially when I time and time again keep, you know, I imagine the person that I used to be, right? I grew up in hate because it was taught to me, right? By the church that I was forced to attend, by the school that I was forced to go to. So, of course, there's a huge part of me that had to reckon with that, and it took a long time to break free of all of those metaphorical ropes that were keeping me tied down to the straight and narrow, or else feeling compelled. And it's like, you know, even people like my parents would always say, like, oh, you know, you'll hear that inner voice, and that's Jesus telling you that you're doing something you shouldn't be doing. And it's like, no, actually, that's your voice that I hear when it's something that I shouldn't be doing or whatever. It's not Jesus, it's you. And that's called, you know, developing OCD and developing other things like that, because we force people into these things. It's just, it's unfathomable, the level of ignorance that I've witnessed firsthand from people that I love, just in the past few months. So I can't even imagine that being your lived pain and your existence being wrapped around that. It's and just every day just being like all right, how the fuck am I gonna face this and not be mocked or ridiculed, or like, how do I go on Twitter or whatever without, you know, seeing my mentions blow up with, like, you know, transphobic comments or whatever it is. And it's just, I don't know. I don't think that humans were built for a social media world, which is really ironic for me to be saying right now via the power of the internet. But I don't know. There's just a huge part of me that feels like we just keep going further and further down this dark highway with nobody at the wheel. And it's going to be a long journey into oblivion. A long, sad journey. So with that nihilism out of the way, let's listen to Can't Stop. I hope it's the Red Hot Chili Peppers, because I can't stop, addicted to the nihilism. No, it's Maroon 5. Okay, Bri, okay. That's fair. That's fair. That's not gonna bring me down at all. I appreciate that. Some good Maroon 5. This is off of their second album. It won't be soon before long, which obviously I don't think is as great as Songs About Jane. But I mean, for people who say it's only songs about Jane, honestly, there was stuff up through V. At least a couple of songs per album that I think were still good. Since V, it's been dog shit. Like Sugar. I'm trying to think of other awful songs that I'm forgetting off of V, but there were a few good songs like Maps and It Was Always You, and then on Overexposed there were a few like Lucky Strike that I thought were pretty good. Hands All Over, I mean that was their last one before they really like Moves Like Jagger came out after that album, I think, and that's what really changed their entire trajectory. With that being said, here's a song from Maroon 5's second album. Did Maroon 5 actually flop with their new album? That makes me very happy. Let's see where they I saw that Chevelle flopped really bad. Like their past like Chevelle's like last like 5-6 albums, I think, it all debuted in the top like 10 of the or top 20 of the Billboard charts. The new one, Bright as Blasphemy, 150. Like, Neurodius was number 9, bro. 150? Like, that is a massive fall off. Holy good God. And that was only a few years ago. You're probably right, Trains. You were probably right. They're probably the main ones that still remember and care. Let's see where Maroon 5 charted. Ooh, 36. That is for a mainstream top chart-topping band to debut barely inside the top 40 with your album that was meant for stream trolling, I'm sure. Wow. Even Geordie, in just a few years ago, hit number 8 on the charts. Before that, Red Pill Blues, number 2. V, number 1. Overexposed, number 2. I remember it lost by like less than 1,000 units to Living Things by Linkin Park, and that made me so happy back in 2012. Hands All Over was number 2. It Won't Be Soon Before Long was number 1. And Songs About Jane was number 6. Interesting. So this is by far their worst charting effort. Love Is Like. It came out August 15th, and I would guess it probably falls off the chart the next week, right? That's my prediction. Or else very steep fall to like 170 or something and then off. Now that's the Maroon 5. Nah, I don't want Maroon 6. Give me Maroon 5. Stefan, you are so delusional, man, but I'm going to let you keep buying into it as much as you want. You hold on to whatever false hope you need to. Maroon 1 is what they gave us for like, I don't know about the new album, I haven't heard it, but they were giving Maroon 5 or Maroon 1 for a while. The Adam Levine ego experience. Last call on requests, by the way, guys. We will do one more free request before I go tonight. And just to float it out there, I realized earlier when Hannah and I were talking, we have a Men I Trust concert this Sunday. So I'm going to be streaming Saturday instead this weekend. So keep an eye out for that. More than likely will be like a 7 p.m. stream. But if it ends up being sooner or later, I'll post about it on Instagram or else on the post community tab, whatever, here on YouTube. But yeah, that'll be probably this weekend, or that'll be Saturday this weekend. But yeah, Men I Trust on Sunday. Tool and Weezer in December? It'd be better if they were together. Tool opening for Weezer. Buddy Holly cover win. What's with these homies dissing my pot? Yep, banger from the mid-2000s. That album came out in 07 from Maroon 5. Crazy to think that that was just about 20 years ago. It won't be soon before long. It's an above-average pop rock record, I feel like. You know? I'm not going to be too overwhelmingly kind, but I dig it. So, Can't Stop. Maroon 5, like Kiwi is on that album as well. I really like that track. Makes Me Wonder, obviously. Kind of a timeless pop banger right there. Makes Me Wonder, what was the other one? 6 foot, got you in the morning with another one in my boat. Don't you care about... Why can't I never think of the song, but I know every lyric. I don't think so. Don't you care about me anymore? Wake Up Call. Wake Up Call. That was it. Yep. Oh, man. If I Never See Your Face Again. That's a really good song, too. I like Won't Go Home Without You. Damn, I'm looking at the track. Okay. Yeah, I kind of do like this album. Yep. Good stuff. Good stuff. Back in the old 2000s Maroon 5 days. Even Kara's Flowers. Anyways, let's check out some more Scorpions, courtesy of Bad Magic, my second song today, and the Scorpions song, When You Know, Where You Come From, which was released in 2022 on the album Rock Believer. Okay, so a much more recent tune here. Also, the songs you might have been thinking of was In Trance or Catch Your Train. I think it was Catch Your Train. No, it may have been In Trance. That name is actually standing out to me more. I'll check in a second. Let me check. But here we go. Away we go on When You Know. It was In Trance. That was the one. That's my gold standard so far. Scorpions have certainly weathered the decades. I'm going to look at their Wikipedia page because I'm curious. Like, who in this band is, like, original still? So we've got, wow, they've got two members that have been there since 1965 and 1969. And another since 78. That's some consistency. Cause there will always be a second chance when you know. Shout out Klaus for being their vocalist since 1969 and their rhythm guitarist Rudolph since 1965. So the only founding member left. Yes, Trevor. New Hot Mulligan. I don't think it's their best, but it still slaps, man. A lot of great tracks on there. So hard with them with track names. Yeah, what did I like off of that album? Mixmaster Wade on the beat. Monica. I can't even say it. Lewin and Skippity. From the Hot Mulligan album. Island in the Sun, and A Big Load. Slumdog Skungillionaire might be my favorite, though. I dig the kind of weathered, especially now knowing that this is the same vocalist that's been riding through the decades for so long. And when I say decades, I literally mean it, dating back to the 60s. That's wild. And this came out in 2022. Some really tight production on this. It's not necessarily reinventing any kind of wheel, but the resiliency that I'm hearing in this is, you know, there's a dark, shining blade within the song, it feels like. Of your time, when you know where you come from, you beg down for no one, just be true. I saw that Tame Impala was dropping something on September 3rd. I don't know what that is. Yes, I did listen to the JIT album, and it's fantastic. I don't think it tops Forever Story for me. But, I mean, like, come on.
Driving down the highway of your life. There is no exit sign at all.
God Does Like Ugly. So many great tracks on there.
There's a warning light that's flashing all the time.
For Keeps, Community with Clips.
Can't stop your downfall.
You Ugly. Skate. What We On.
When you know where you go,
Of Blue.
you know where you're going. Just because you're a child of your time. When you know where you come from,
I did not like End of Summer. Not at all for me. It feels very, very tame, ironically, and safe and dull. I think there's a good 3-minute song in there, but not a great one. And 7 minutes for End of Summer? Nah. Unnecessary as hell. Slow Rush was great. It kind of had that hazy atmosphere that I feel like a lot of like alternative and rock and maybe even alternative metal had in the 2000s, maybe even the late 90s as well. And it's interesting, if you had played that song for me just without giving me the the year or the era or whatever, I might have guessed that it came out, still later years for Scorpions, but like I might have guessed like 98 to like 08 or something like that, somewhere in that range. But that's not to say that it feels like dated. I do feel like there was punchy production here. The drums kind of shined in the more atmospheric moments. And the restraint in places in the vocals was really nice. Just a nice, solid track from the Scorpions that I would not have expected from their later years catalog. That was cool, Bad Magic. Thank you. Johnny Tsunami, you're up next. Someday is now. We're going to take a free request after this one. And then, again, last call. If anybody's got a good closing track, anything they want to toss in the queue to close us out tonight, we'll be back again on Saturday with probably a longer stream then, most likely. But since I was not able to do one this past Sunday, I'm feeling better now, but I've kind of had a lingering sinus thing going on. Sinus infection, I guess I'll call it. But yeah, finally feeling like I'm coming out the other side of that. But back at it on Saturday. But if anybody's got any stream closers, palate cleansers, whatever you want to call it, some chaotic energy, however you feel like closing us out with the stream, hit me. This link is still open for now. Johnny Tsunami, long time no see indeed. Welcome back. Welcome to the Autism Club. Oh, wow. So it's been a minute. Yeah, it has been a minute. I first discovered I had it in high school. It's an adjustment to be sure, but I wouldn't change it for anything. I'm with you there now, man. Absolutely. Anyways, enjoy this awesome song that would fit perfectly in a sports movie montage. This is Someday Is Now by, you guessed it, Scorpions. That's crazy that we did. This is some actual 2000s Scorpions. This is 2004. Wow. How happy are you right now, Bad Magic? What are the chances? I know. Johnny Tsunami, Bad Magic, shake hands. Scorpions? Send in the entire Scorpions discography. Oh my. We quickly turned this into a 24-hour stream. Boom. Alright guys, chat. Free requests. Start filing them in. I will pick one at random after this song, okay? One free request after this I will pick at random. See, the vocals here compared to the darkness of the 2022 single that we just listened to, Someday Is Now feels like it's kind of somewhere in between trying to harken back to more of their classic era stuff that people maybe more so know from like the 70s, especially 80s even, just from what I know of them. It's still got that attitude to it, but it does kind of try. It sounds like it's feeling like it's trying to blend in a little bit with the stuff at the time on rock radio from the early 2000s. It does. I get what you're saying with the sports movie montage thing here, and I think that's why it's like for me, it's like, oh boy, it's just like, yeah, I can see it, but it's probably not a montage from a movie I would personally be into or watch. So I can't say I'm feeling as much for this cut in particular. Keep the suggestions coming, guys. Gonna pick at random here momentarily. Still some impressive guitar soloing here. Having fun with it, without reinventing the wheel, Now, then again, I haven't heard their whole discography. If they're throwing in a solo like that on every single song, I'd probably get over the One Trick Pony show real quick. Oh, I see somebody suggesting The Armed. Yes, I have not heard the album yet, but based on the singles that I have heard, The Armed are fucking kicking ass. From The Armed, so far, I've got Sharp Teeth, Everything's Glitter, and King Breaker saved, and really digging those tracks that I've discovered. I think I found them on YouTube originally. Yeah, unfortunately for that Scorpions track, wasn't feeling it nearly as much. That was some 2000s Scorpions versus some 2020 Scorpions. Crazy to see the difference there. All right, let's pick our final free request of the night. Looking up at chat, scrolling, and stop. All right. I scrolled way too high. Sorry. Let's try again. And stop. Okay. Well, congratulations to Son of Jesus, because we're going to be listening to Doja Cat. Is this new? Doja Cat. Mixed feelings for sure. Let's go.
Boy, let me know what this is, can I say? Could be torn between two worlds that I just can't decide. Which one is leading me to heaven?
So this came out last week, the 21st. I have not heard it, obviously.
But I can't hold this above. When my eyes are clean, I'm numb.
I gotta say that the vibe is throwing me off in kind of a good way. I guess this wasn't what I expected after Scarlet or whatever her last album was. Yeah, not bad. Not a bad groove so far, but it's a valid question, Blake. I don't know who produced it, but I know that she's still on Kemosabe Records, which is Dr. Luke's imprint. So it's a possibility he's involved. No. Okay. I didn't like Planet Her either. I thought that was a very mixed bag. Hot Pink was pretty solid, but I have not heard the Kesha album. I did not like the singles outside of Joyride, though. In fact, I thought they were actively bad. Like the one with T-Pain, Yippee-Ki-Yay, hurt my feelings. It was so cringy. Corny is the better word. Oh, we shifting the vibes, all right. I'm not gonna say there's a ton of meat on the bones here or anything, but like I dig. I kind of dig the synthier style. I dig synthy hip hop, you know. I fucked with GNX a ton because of that. The Kendrick album kind of felt like it had some of this swagger. Oh, nice, Jack Antonoff. Do what to Jack? Yo, Brandon, what's up, dude? If you got something in mind, absolutely. I was just telling people we're about to wrap up, but I was asking for end of stream vibes. So absolutely, if you've got something that you feel, send us out on a good note. We've got one more song in the queue currently, but if you've got something, hit me, dude, and let me know if you do send something. I will keep an eye out for it, since I know the Streamlabs thing usually gives you hell, and yeah. I clearly gave it a save. It's a good groove. New Armed record is definitely one of the heaviest records of the year. I'm excited to check it out. I loved the way that their viciousness came through in the 3 tracks that I've heard and loved. Like, it definitely feels like, I don't know, it feels like a little safe. Like, I see, yeah, that's a lead single, but at the same time, there's just enough, like, adventure. Like, I don't know, we'll see how if it ends up sticking with me over time or not. But just based off of first impressions, I'm feeling at least, like, a light thumbs up to it. Like, I'm not opposed to Doja Cat. Like, I did a video reacting to her music back in the day for the first time, like, hearing her for the first time. And overall, like, I was a fan. I just think that she's got some really questionable sides to her and her persona and what's really her and all this other stuff. But at the end of the day, just talking about the music itself, solid vibe, well-produced. Jack Antonoff involved in this. Is he going on his redemption run? I don't know. I've heard a few things that he was involved with recently that I've thought didn't sound like a sterile, pulseless synth beat like Taylor Swift or Sorry Claro, not to give you a stray, not to say that it's on that level, but you know, a lot of that like Lana type sound that Jack worked with a lot of those female artists for a while, and it just kind of like felt like he fell into a lot of his own tropes and became a parody of himself as a producer. So it's nice to see him doing stuff that feels like it has a little bit more life to it, and stepping outside of the comfort bounds in that way. So, yeah. The new Deftones album, though, oh, yeah, dude. I mean, it's sitting right behind me here, dude. Not so private music. Like I was saying earlier, contender for AOTY for me. I'm serious. I'm serious. Oh, a billionaire's dropping an album in October to promote her engagement? Yawn. Yawn. Drop the jet lag, or the jet log records. All right, this may be our last one. We'll see. Trevor sent this one in. This is Kerosene Heights. Forget it. But what if I don't want to? An underrated band that you might like. Glad to see you back and hope you're doing well. Thank you, dude. I appreciate the kind words and you watching for as long as you have, as always. Thank you for sending one in. Yeah, the bass on the Deftones record was really good. I hate that they did their Sergio so dirty, but it is what it is. I just have to accept we don't know everything. I agree, Squirrel. I was very disappointed that that didn't, like, take the charts by storm a little bit. Lose My Mind with Doja Cat and Don Toliver is a fucking banger. Don Toliver dropped a banger this year, too. Fuck With You, FWU, produced by Mustard. Mustard was on that beat, ho. I have not seen F1, ironically. I meant to get to it, and I just never did. Saw Weapons, though. Amazing film. My favorite of the year so far. I dig that, like, gritty bass groove on this. It definitely leans a little bit more into the crunchier side in that regard of pop punk. You're good, Brandon. I don't know what it is. It's your curse. It's your curse. But you're good, dude. I keep an eye out for it right now. And while you're doing that, since it came up, I wanna pull up what Squirrel and I were talking about there with the Lose My Mind track. Because I'm confused on why this didn't pop. You know? Like I thought it would. Like I'll play a little bit of this. Like, you know what? It's once on that last chorus where their vocals team up, like I'm into it. Like she's got a verse, like raps the second verse, but like the final chorus.
Give that key, give it. Nothing to wrap up. I ripped a new ribbon. They wanted to catch up. Wanted my good riddance. You saw me a rock bottom. You wanted a new winner. I paid the way for 'em. Take the pain, double it, put it in wait for 'em. Safe to say, trouble ain't what you was made for. Keeping a ring on. I told them all game on the minute I came on.
Got you, Brandon. The production is, I mean, it's beyond slick. The production is just great on this track. The atmosphere is insane. So if you liked that, please check out the song. It's, you know, I don't know if it'll make my top 50 of the year or anything, but like, if I pick a Don Toliver track, which it's feeling like I might, it's probably going to be between Lose My Mind and this. Don Toliver and Mustard. This track goes so fucking hard. Like, I don't know why, but like I just... Like the beat is crazy. Like I'm here for it. I'm here for the Mustard redemption arc. Stick around after Don Toliver. We got Tyler Childers coming in. I love the vibe shift.
I'm 10, that's the basis. You wanna tell a lie, can't tell the truth, cause you can't face it. I wanna take you out, little baby, let me taste it. I wanna take you out, little baby, let me side by side, going up with your best friend. We be ducking up, we be at the West End. I was at the altar for my dog, I'm my best man. Me and Shotty crushing in the back on a webcam. What? I got my juice, I got my gun in here. What? Better you get loose.
All right, so that's the vibe of that track. I'm just saying, couple of bangers this year. Very different vibe from Lose My Mind, but love both tracks. That's all I'm saying. All right, now we get into our final song of the night. Brandon sent this one my way. This is Tyler Childers, a very different vibe. We're leaning into the country and Western world now with Eatin' Big Time. Here we go. This is from Tyler's album, the opening track from Tyler's album that dropped in July.
I was embraced, kissed my face with the scope of my rifle. I had shot it.
Yo, have a great night, LE. Thank you, dude. Appreciate you guys hanging out.
To see that there's a man in the
Well, call me hooked already. Yeah, I need to take a deeper dive on Tyler Childers because songs like "In Your Love," like there's been a lot that I've enjoyed. Everything that I've heard from him, for the most part, has been a very pleasant experience, if not like a great experience. And I'm already really digging the sound of this. There's kind of like a sardonic lyrical twist I'm hearing, and I'm curious to see where this goes. Hush, Streamlabs, hush.
And it did not cut one corner as I carved that fat neck mother right down to the bone. I let him hang for several days, and then I cut off hide and scripting. I cut it thin and throw it in a Tupperware to sew. Fried some pieces while I worked. It tasted like I'd made it right in Wagner.
Yeah, House Fire. I remember that track.
Quiet country place.
I remember Charlie Crockett, you sending as well.
Albums gold and platinum overflowing to the ceiling. Eating big time is a feeling with the friends that I have made.
I dig that. I first of all, Brandon, thank you. I love that you switched up the vibe on me so big. I'm expecting you to send me something heavy or crazy, over the top, maybe even a little bit of goofy. But this is a different lane entirely, and I dig it. I already gave this track a save. I might actually end up checking out that album. I need something good that's country in my life right now, some actual good country. And I'm not talking, the shit on the radio. I'm not talking Jordan Davis. I'm not talking, I don't know, man. I'm not even in the country zeitgeist at this point at all. Like, I don't know who's the most popular. Zach Bryan, but he's like, I don't know. Like, I think he personally, a little bit overhyped, but at the same time, it is what it is. I'd pick Tyler Childers any day. Hardy, Falling in Reverse, Jelly Roll? I think not.
We all hate you, John.
And on that note, I will see you guys on Saturday on stream. Remember, I am going to a Midnight Trust concert on Sunday, so won't be able to stream that night. I mean, I could do a song reaction stream from the pit, but I don't think people are going to take kindly to that, and I would only be able to take song requests for Midnight Trust songs. All right, guys. Peace. Have yourselves a good week.